Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, or Hakwadash, that my honor to the apostles and elders grant most on. Alright, this is gonna be a part one to this little series that I'm doing, on this movie called The Minions. Alright, it's a spiritual movie. Yes, it's a little kid show or a little kid movie, but hell no, it's spiritual as hell. It's too spiritual, but Esau put it in our face, you know, in all of our faces. When this movie came out, I wasn't even 16 at the time. But he put it in all of our faces, our whole life existence, on what we went through, you know, coming out the waters, all of that, you know. Uh, uh, the movie is about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, it, you know. So now we just gonna get straight into it. All right, this is the first part of the movie. We got a narrator, talking. All right, but you see, them walking out the waters. All right, that's spiritual. You know why? Cause that's in the scriptures. All right. So, I feel like I don't know why I ain't have blue letter pulled up. Genesis 1. All right, this is Genesis 1 and 20. It says, "And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." All right, so the point is right here, the moving creature. All right, so everything came out the waters. The water. Even men. All right, we came out of the waters, because what is it? Mark 16. All right, this is to prove that the creatures can be meaning to men. All right, it says Mark 16 and 15. It says, and he said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. All right, so what's this gospel? Who's this gospel to? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, it's for yeah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Israelites. All right, so was this word preached to some animals? All right, to some fish? No, it's preached to men. All right, so 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 back in this Genesis 1, that's talking about men. All right, not no actual creatures. All right, I mean it is talking about Slaki. It is talking about creatures, but part of the creatures is men. All right, 'cause we came out of the waters. Just like this. Walking out. Of course now I know we wasn't on no silly shit like that. They gotta do their little funny gimmicks in here, of course. But yeah, hey, Esau know. They know. All right. So now we're gonna go over to here. I wish I could play through a video and shit, but I can't. They gonna take my shit down. You know. But where is it at? Damn. I wanted to get the one where he was screaming in their face. Yup. Right here. All right. So before this, the narrator was explaining on how all these minions, all right, which are, if you look at it with a spiritual eye, it's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's us. All right. He was saying like, hey, they're all different in their own ways, blah blah blah, but they all share the same goal: to serve the most despicable master, or some shit like that. All right. And before or after he said that, this T-Rex popped up and screamed in their face. Or before he even screamed in their face, one of the little minions, all right, had said, screamed out the word boss. All right, and they all got happy. All right, and basically started worshiping him. All right, and hey, why is that spiritual? Because the narrator, he said, our whole life existence, we all share the same goal, was to serve the Lord, basically. Of course, he didn't say it like that, but if you're looking at it with a spiritual eye, you know, That's true, you know. So we get a couple precepts on that. So this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. Alright, and who did he give his law, statutes, and commandments to? Who did Yahweh Bashim Yahushai give his law, statutes, and commandments to? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, alright? Not these other nations, alright? Because according to 2nd Ezra 6, I believe 6 and 56, I could just get it. Yo, it says it. Man, what the fuck? Salakia. I just want to get into KJV, not all this other stuff. Second Ezra 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all in the people, also whom thou hast chosen. Alright, yeah, the Lord chose, the Israelites, but that ain't the point right there. Yeah, second Ezra 6 and 56. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So yeah, hey, these other nations, alright, there's 18 nations on the earth, alright. Alright, there's 18 nations on this earth, alright, and the Lord, he doesn't fuck with the other 17. He only fucks with one, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. These other nations, they're like unto spit. All right. They're like unto that one. You holding a cup or a bucket of water, a little splash gets falls from the bucket. You're not gonna pick that shit up. You're not even gonna worry about it. All right. That's how the Lord looks at these other nations. All right. So back to the point. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. Alright, our whole duty is to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, I think I already had it. No, I didn't. Deuteronomy 10. Deuteronomy 10 and 12, it says, and now Israel, what doth the Lord thy power require of thee? All right, but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. All right, so our whole life existence is to serve the Lord. All right, and that's what the nigga was saying in the video. The narrator of the Minions, that's what he was saying. That we all share the same like mind or same goal is to serve the Lord, and that's our whole life existence. All right, you know, uh, we can't put none of, in front of the Lord. All right, and that's what 2/3 of our people are doing. Actually, they despise the Lord. They don't like the Lord because they fucking with these other gods. They fucking with Esau. All right, so they gonna get it. But I had to get this word fear real quick. All right, and it says because the word fear, it don't mean to be afraid. All right, it means this: to fear, reverence, honor, respect. And how do you fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? How do you reverence him? By his law, statutes, and commandments, alright? It says, so back in Deuteronomy 10 and 12, it says, and now Israel, what doth thy Lord thy power require of thee? But to fear, or but to reverence the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. All right, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy power, for thy good. All right, so our whole life existence is to serve the Lord. All right, and Jake know that. Jake, Jake got that zeal to serve something. All right, because hey, you see this, he says that our whole life existence, or we all share the same goal, is to serve, that the most despicable master, something like that. All right, and then you keep on going on through the video or through the movie. one, the T-Rex, the T-Rex, he dies right here. All right, and then we gonna keep on going down, trying to find, basically Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, we're trying to find Yahweh. All right, and that's how Jake is right now. You know. So real quick, they already know. Romans chap- Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and rest were blinded. All right, so Jake is seeking in these times. Are basically Jake is always seeking for for the truth. All right, that's why they go to Islam, Christianity, you know, uh, uh Egyptology. All right, they seek for something. All right, they seek for the truth. All right, and of course, but the election hath attained it, and the rest were blinded. Right, the election in these times, the elect, they got the truth. All right, they got the names of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, we got the intents of the Lord's, the intentions of the Lord. All right, and what He has to come to this place. All right, destruction. Nuclear destruction. You know, to America. All right, we know that. The election had to tamed it, and the rest were blinded. All right, so yeah, 2/3 of our people they're blinded. All right, but Jake still, just like the nigga say, hey, we had that one goal to serve, the most despicable. All right, that's why Jake is constantly in. That's why Jake worship, false gods, because they think it's the truth, because the Lord has blinded them. All right, because let me see, Romans 10. This is Romans 10:2. It says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh Bashim Shai, but not according to knowledge. Right? Jake had that excitement, or that spirit to serve, or to worship, all right, or to seek the Lord, all right, but not according to knowledge. All right, it's not according to the scriptures. All right, that's why you got Jake out here, saying that Jesus, first of all, his name is not Jesus. All right, his name is Yahweh Shai. All right, and they say that he's a white man. All right, that's not according to knowledge. All right, if you go to the scriptures, hey, if you go to Revelations 1, it tells you how Yahweh Shai looked. All right, that he was a dark skinned man. All right, not no punk ass Edomite. So it says, this is the word zeal. All right, zelos in the Greek, and it says excitement of mind, ardor, fever, or spirit. Right, Jake got that excitement, the excitement of mind to serve, Yahweh Bashim Shai, but just not in knowledge. All right, they 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 understand that. How can I say, Slakia? They know that these scriptures is true. All right, but just they don't get into it. They don't read into it. All right, they just go off of what the white man says. All right, or actually, let me just keep on reading. Actually, this is Romans 10:3. It says, for they being ignorant of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua's righteousness, right? So lack of knowledge, they have a lack of knowledge of what the Lord, actually, what the Lord actually says, what the Lord actually wants. All right, but they have that zeal to serve, a higher being. They know that there's a higher being. All right, and in this movie, that's why this movie is so spiritual. All right, because these minions, they going through trying to find, a god basically. All right, to worship. All right, and when they're, you see right here, when they're serving their god. All right, let me get this one. When they're serving their god, they they're happy. All right, they're happy. But when they're not serving, oh shit, slacking. But when they're not serving the Lord, all right, when they're not serving something, because Jake's serving all types of shit now. All right, they depressed. All right, they're depressed. They feel like they're nothing, and that's how it's supposed to be. Cause Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's our everything. He's our everything to our life. I spelled that completely wrong. Get this one. Psalms 36 and 9. For with thee is the fountain of life. In thy light shall we see light. Yeah, man. So with the Lord is everlasting life. It's immortality. The Lord is our everything. You know. That's why Jake goes around trying to seek the truth. They trying to seek for the truth. All right. That's why Jake get into Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, you know, what's that one? They get into Hindu, all right? They get into all these other false religions, all right? But that's their zeal. So back in Romans 10 and 33, it says, "For they being ignorant of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness," right? Jake established their own righteousness, by putting up false gods, all right, calling on false gods names, all right, uh, uh saying what's another one, Friday, Saturday, sundown, that's the Sabbath, all right, that's them establishing their own righteousness, all right. It says have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right. And right now, if you can't get this truth, hey, the Lord just ain't dealing with you. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he got his men out here, preaching the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to come back, all right, and get this word while you can, all right. But Jake gonna do what they do, all right. Jake gonna be like these, minis right here, going through all the gods. Uh, I wish you could go through more, but hey, it gives you a whole lifeline. It was like so many we was worshiping. We went through a vampire, T-Rex, all right, caveman, all right. This movie's so spiritual because in my other series, we're gonna get into Scarlet, all right, which is a Babylon. So yeah, I think I was done with that Romans. Uh, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this part one was edifying. Gonna give all glory and honor praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Hakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Alright, Shalom.